Welcome back. The objective of this session is array. We have seen the array in a C language also. The definition of array is collection of same data type element. The Java array is very similar to the C array. But in the Java we have a one major difference, and that major difference is unstructured array. In a Java you can create a 2D array like the two elements in a first basically row, three elements in a second row, one element in a third row. That's the basically unstructured array that can be created in the Java. So now let us go for the array. So array is a collection of same data type elements. Now let us go for the few programs of the array. Now let us see the programs. This is the very first program of the array. Here we have created an array of 10 integers. In the Java, let us see how we can create an array. Here we have a variable of array has been created. We have to put a blank braces over here, then equal to, and then new we have to use, and then we have to specify which kind of the element, which data type element you want. That's a integer. Here you can provide a primitive or non-primitive data types. Any data types you can provide over here, and how many elements you want. That we have specified 10. So it will create a array of 10 integers, and the first element will be the 0, and the last element will be the ninth element, 0 to ninth element, and we are printing a zeroth value. This is a basically way by which we can access the content of the array. Now let us see that Java C. See, by default, whenever we will create an array, it will assign a default values to all the elements of the array. So here we have an integer, so integer has a default value as a 0. Now let us move to the second program. Here we have a second program, and we are accessing the array of 20th element. Here we have created an array of 10 elements. In a C, we can access the 20th element even though we have created an integer of a 10 element. But in a Java, it will give you the error. See, the error is exception in thread main Java lang array index out of the bound exception we have. So that's basically second program. Now we have a third program. Here, this program shows that how we can assign the values to the array element. Like here, the first element, that's a of 0 will get a 10 value, and then a of 1 will get a 20 value, and so on. So this is basically one way to initialize the array. And here we have a for loop. By using the for loop, we are accessing all the elements. That's basically loop will start from the 0, and that array has a one property known as the length. These are not a function. This is a one basically property or the variable. We are accessing the a dot length, means how many elements are there. Here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this will return you 5. So the loop will go from 0 to 4 because these are less than. Then every time it will be the plus plus, and then we are accessing the basically content of a of I. Now let us check it. Java C. C. Fine. Okay. Instead of putting the hard coding over here 5, the better to do like this. It's basically dynamic coding. Now let us move further. We have a 2D array. In the Java, we can create a 2D array that is basically known as an array of the array. We will see why this is known as the array of array. Here we have a basically 2D array being created. And is a 2D array. We will have a two braces like this. And then how many rows are there? These are three rows. How many columns are there? There are four columns. and then we have a printing of a 1 and 1 value. So obviously it will print a 0. So let us see exactly what we have done. We have created a 3 by 4 array. So here we have this array has been created. How many rows are there? 3 rows. So 3 rows, first, second and third row. And how many columns? 4 columns. So this is 4 columns we have. So that array has been created. This element is known as a A00. This is known as a 00 element. And basically this is row 0. This is row 0. This is row 1. This is row 2. This is column 0, column 1, and column 2, and column 3. So this is basically A11 element. Now let us try to compile and execute. Fine. Now let us move to the next program. Here we can initialize the 2D array like this also. In the first row we have initialized this. In the second row, what is the value you want to give, you can give it the same value we have given, no issue. In the third row, and then we are printing a 1 1 1 1. So let us check it how the thing will work over here. The 12 value will be printed. This will be the 1 1 value, 1 1 number. Now let us go to 6 program. Here the objective of this program is printing the content of the 2D array. Now let us see the first of all output, and then we will move to the particular program. See, just printing we want to go for. So here again, as is a 2D array, the first loop will talk regarding number of rows, and the second loop will talk regarding number of the columns. So here we said we want to go for the 3 rows and the 4 columns. This is hard coded. Again, we have to take care that instead of this, we can go for basically dynamic coding also. That we will take care. So this will print the content of a array. Now here we have a 7th program. The output of this program and the previous program is same. Let us check it. See, the output is same, but only the difference is the coding. See the coding. Here instead of the hard coded 3, we have put an a dot length. Means how many rows are there that we want to print it. See, this array basically whenever we are writing a dot length in this array, then it will say how many rows are there. Fine. And then whenever we are writing a of 0 dot length, a of 0 dot length, then it will say how many elements are there in a 0th row. Like here we are writing a of 0 dot length. It means how many columns are there, or how many rows, how many elements are there in the first row. So basically that we are writing. So this is basically 4. So in a such a way we will print content, and then the program will be executed as we have shown. Now the very important program, just unstructured array. Now here what we want to do is, this is known as this array is known as a structured array. Fine. But now we want to go for a creating a one array, and that array will have the look like 2 elements in the first row, 3 elements in the second row, and the 1 element in the third row like this, and 4 elements in the fourth row. This is basically unstructured array. Here we are doing that instead of creating a structured array like this. If we can able to create this unstructured array, then we will able to save the spaces like what is the spaces I am putting with a red dots. This one, then two, then three, then four, then five, and then six. So that's the basically unstructured array. In a C, we are able to create this kind of a structured array. But in a Java, we can create an unstructured array. Means the one row have some different columns or the different number of elements, and second row we will have some different number of elements. So that is a basically unstructured array. Now let us go for that. Here we should know the number of the rows. How many rows are there? So here we have an integer a blank blank, and then we will specify how many rows are there. That we have a 4, and that this column portion will be the blank. Now in the first row, suppose we want a 2 elements, then we will say a of 0 equal to new integer 2. So this is basically known as the array of array. And then in the second row we want a 4 elements, then we will say a of 1 equal to 4. In the third row we want a 3 elements, and in the next row we want a 1 element. So that's basically unstructured array we have created. Then we have the same for loop. Loop will exactly work for this case also here, but only the changes are this a of I. Let us check it. A dot length means how many rows are there. So it will say basically 4. So the loop will go from 0 to 3, and then will go for the 0. For I equal to 0, j will be start from 0 to a of I, a of 0 dot length. Mine means in a row number 0, how many elements are there? 2. So this will have a 2. So it will go for the 0 and 1, and then this will be printed. In a such a way it will continue, and it will print the content. Let us see it. See. So this is basically in a first row we have a 2 elements, in a second row we have a 4 elements, third row we have a 3 elements, and the last row we have a 1 element. So this is basically unstructured array. This is the assignment, and we have a communication with it.